Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a little story time video about some of the things that happened to me in high school. So I thought that would be kind of a fun, like, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, yeah, I look like all made up. Had a photo shoot for my sorority, so I was like, you know what, I look nice. Why not film a YouTube video? Like, whatever. So I went to a high school in Connecticut and I graduated last year, and it was pretty small. It was like 1,200 kids, I would say, and it's the only high school in our town that's public. So it's like everyone goes there, you know, it's like everyone knows each other starting in, you know, elementary school all the way through high school. And I definitely like enjoyed it for the most part. Last year I was in a Spanish class, like just regular Spanish, whatever. The class was pretty small. It was like a nice size. I liked all the kids in it. And our teacher was like funny, but she was like very sassy, and like sometimes like it was scary. Like sometimes like if she was mad, she would like get mean, and it like always freaked me out. And this one day, like, we made a group chat, I think because we like were sharing a Quizlet or something, and I decided that it would be a good idea to name it our teacher's name and then bitch. Like, everyone was laughing, people were kind of just saying random things in it. I didn't really think much of it. Little did I know that the teacher had one of the kids in my class' phone because he had like gotten it taken away earlier in the class, and it was like buzzing and buzzing and buzzing. And like I think we like took him out of the group chat or something, but like the texts like still like show, and so she flipped it over and she like saw that it was called and she was like, oh no. I was like, oh my god. She's not the kind of teacher that would like send me to the office. She's like the kind of teacher that would be kind of like mean about it and like just like scary. And I'm like not the kind of person that like got in a lot of trouble in high school, so it like freaked me out, and I started freaking out. And she was like, who did this? Who named the group chat? So I was like thinking in my head, I was like, all right, honestly, like I think that it's better that I just like come out with it and like say that it was me than like wait until she like forces someone else to like say that it was me. So I was like, it was me, and she like got pissed, but like it wasn't like that bad. But like the amount of anxiety I had like sitting at my desk was literally just insane. I was so nervous. I was like, oh my god, like she's literally gonna kill me, like this is so embarrassing. I was so nervous, like I don't know. Okay, so that's like that story. My next story is actually about when I got into High Point. My best friend Claire and I were in psychology together. It was like a second semester class, so we were getting to know the teacher. She didn't really know us. Our class was kind of weird. Like it was a weird mix of people, and the thing about like my best friend and I is we'd never been in a class before together, so we were really excited. And we were so distracted the first week. We did not pay attention. I mean, we were second semester seniors, so we really didn't do anything at all. I could tell that the teacher was like already getting frustrated with us because we would like talk a lot and we always make each other laugh like uncontrollably. So this was just like a nightmare. It was Valentine's Day, and it was the second week of second semester, and I managed the basketball team in high school, the girls basketball team, and we had a pink out because it was senior night that night. So that's like when you like celebrate the seniors, it's the last home game, all this stuff, whatever. So we all were like all pink that day. So I had on like pink leggings, a pink shirt, like a pink headband, like pink eyeshadow, and I was like decked out. So I was sitting in class, and I had been waitlisted at High Point, and then I visited in January and I fell in love with it. I switched my application to early decision 2, which pretty much meant that if they accepted me that I would 100% go. So I was committing to going. And they started reviewing waitlist applications on February 1st, and it was February 14th, and I was like stressing out, waiting to hear from them. And I thought I was gonna get a phone call because they had called me a few other times, like asking if I wanted to switch to early decision 2 and like just a few other questions and stuff like that. There's like an admissions portal where it has like your application status, and so I started to get like, you know, nervous. And so when I would sit down in class, I started to check it. Like every class I'd sit down, I'd open my computer and I would like click, I'd bookmarked it, I'd click it, and I'd like log in, whatever, and it would just say we start reviewing applications like February 1st or whatever. No like good information. So I'm sitting in this class with next to my best friend Claire, like I open my computer and I like type in the High Point thing, whatever, and I go on and it says like welcome home in like big letters. And like, I literally, every time I think about this, like I literally tear up. Like, I started bawling my eyes out, like literally right there in class. I was bawling, like I could not control myself, like at all. I was just bawling, I literally couldn't breathe. My teacher was like, what the heck is going on? Claire was like, oh, she just got into like High Point, whatever. And I like ran into the hallway, and it was like so, I mean, at the time I didn't even think about it. Like I didn't think about it being awkward or anything because I was so overwhelmed. Like if you've gotten into college before or anything, like you know how it feels. But that was, High Point at that point was the only school I wanted to go to. I hadn't really gotten into anywhere else I wanted to go to. So I was like really putting like, you know, I was really hoping that I was gonna get in. I ran into the hallway and I texted my best friend Erin because she was in the classroom next door and she came out. And I literally like couldn't breathe. I was crying so much. This like hallway that I was in, every single classroom door was opened. And I just knew that like every single class could definitely like hear me like crying, and I was probably like breathing like whatever, and I didn't know what to do. So I ended up going to the bathroom and I called my mom and I told her, and I could just like hear like the excitement like in her voice. Like she was so excited. And then I called my dad and I had like been crying and he could definitely like hear it in my voice. So I was like, Dad, and he was like, it's okay, like you didn't, like he thought I didn't get in. He was like, it's fine, like any school will be lucky to have you, like I promise it's gonna be okay, whatever. And I was like, no, I got in. And he was like so excited. He works in New York City and I think he was like in the car with a client or something and he was like on speaker. But like it was so exciting because we were not expecting it. That was like literally the best day. Like I went home, my mom had like ordered a banner that said like congratulations with like this High Point thing on it. She like ordered it like 2 weeks before I got in and was like hiding it and like just hoping that like that I was gonna get in. She had balloons and all this stuff for me. At that point I'd gone through hell and back during the college admissions process, so like to finally know that I got in and I was just definitely going was literally just the best feeling ever. The next story is kind of a short one, but it's pretty funny. So throughout high school, I did not have the best attendance, not because I would just skip class, but because like I would like go on little like weekend getaways or trips with my parents or my family or my friends, and I'd like miss school. And you should not do that. I'm not saying that it's okay or whatever. Don't follow in my footsteps. It wasn't ideal, but pretty much I'd always kind of go away. And I was a pretty good student. Like I did all my work, but I'm not the smartest, as you can probably tell. So we don't have like a March break. We have a February break and an April break. But my mom's birthday is in March. So we decided to take like a long weekend. I think it was like a Thursday to a Monday, and go to the Bahamas because it's like a 2-hour flight from New York, and we just wanted to do something fun for her birthday, have a little girls trip. So we went to the Bahamas, and I think it was like the Friday morning of our trip. We started this thing at my high school a few years ago where it's like student of the month. So there's, I think, 2 students from each grade that get chosen for student of the month. And they hang up their like school pictures on this like bulletin board in like a main hallway, but the background of the bulletin board is like a mirror. So you could almost like take a mirror selfie in it if you wanted to. So the first person I heard it from was actually our basketball coach. He sent me a picture and it was like student of the month, and then it was my picture, and like you could see him in the background, and I was like, I thought I was being pranked, or like they accidentally put my picture up. I was like, I am not student of the month, especially second semester senior year, and that was after I'd gotten into High Point, so I was like, I'm ready to go. And then like more of my friends were like sending me like mirror selfies, and I'm like in the Bahamas, I'm not even like at school, and they're like, oh, like you're student of the month, and I'm like, so like emailed my principal, and he was like, come see me when you get back. I think I like told him I was sick. Mr. Egan, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. Thank you for choosing me anyways. So pretty much I got back to school and I found out that I won it because I did a lot of work with the special needs program in my school, like all 4 years of high school, so that was the reason I'd gotten like nominated and chosen. But I just thought it was so ironic that I was literally in the Bahamas on vacation and I'm like student of the month while I'm missing school to just hang out. So my next story, I don't know if I can actually tell this, but anyways, okay, so this was my sophomore year of high school, and I was in a intro to photography class, so it was like a mix of grades, and I was a sophomore, and our teacher was just like insane. She was like so mean. She just was always in a bad mood, and like people in our class definitely weren't like terribly nice to her. I always tried to be nice because like I wasn't supposed to be in that class, but I had to take it as like a prerequisite to take higher level classes. But I was really not interested. I knew most of the things that she was teaching, and like she didn't know what she was doing. So I would try to help and she would get mad, and so I like backed off. I was like, all right, you know what, like never mind, that's fine. We decided in December that we were gonna do a Secret Santa. So we all picked names. I don't even remember who I got like a freshman boy. I don't even know what I got him, honestly. But the day we did the exchange, there was this girl in our class and a boy in our class, and they were like kind of like flirty. Like I think the girl was like more flirty than like the guy was, and like she definitely liked him, but like it was just like cute, whatever. She was a freshman, he was a junior. So we were doing the exchange and he opened his gift. She had him for Secret Santa, and I'm so surprised that just worked out that way, but I don't really know exactly what happened. But she had him, and she got him green fuzzy handcuffs in front of the class for Secret Santa. And our teacher like was not involved in this. Like she wasn't part of it, she wasn't doing it. Like I don't know what she was doing when this was happening. So he got these green fuzzy handcuffs and he didn't want them. He was like, what the heck? And she was like, I don't want them. So I actually ended up taking them. Like as a complete joke, and I like took them for the day, and like my friends were like wearing them in class and stuff. Like it was a total joke. But fast forward to the end of the semester, we find out that our teacher like during class would be like, okay, go, you know, to the hallway or go around campus and like take pictures of like people or something like that. So we would like go off in our little groups. We found out that that girl and that boy, when we would go take pictures, they actually were hooking up in the auditorium of our school. So those handcuffs weren't just like a little crush, like I like you, even though I don't think that's the way you should tell someone you like them, by giving them handcuffs, but you know what, everyone has their own thing. But yeah, so that was definitely surprising. That was some tea right there. When we found out that that was happening, I was like, wow. Alright guys, so those are all the stories I have for you guys for this video. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and also like this video. I will see you guys soon.